Mr. Javadekar, your first responses, Mission 44 has fallen short, yes, but the BJP has still done very well, but it's done well in Jammu. It hasn't been able to open its account in the valley that the BJP was hoping for. Are you disappointed that the BJP will, though it's done very well and it has every reason to be happy, will still continue to be seen as a party of Jammu? Javadekar ji.
Let me tell you first, our Mission 44 was for one state. Congress Mission 44
Yes.
is for whole of the country. That's the first thing. Second, second, more importantly, low aim is crime, high aim is not crime. And you know the legacy issue of Jammu and Kashmir. Yes, this is the only state where delimitation, scientific delimitation has not happened. If that would have happened, the valley seats would have been much less and Jammu seats would have been much more. But now whatever it is, the political map as of today, there is a legacy issue in the valley where they were looking through different prism towards BJP, and there is, even because of Congress mishandling of the Kashmir Valley situation for 50 years, they have a mistrust in the central government. So there is, one has to build on, and we have gained confidence. Our vote share has gone 5-fold in valley itself also. So we have gained in numbers. Though we have not won, we have not passed, we have not been successful to get our seats elected. But this is, I think, a semi-final for valley. Next time we will win in valleys also. So this is one party, because I believe,
semi-final for valley.
Because I believe that whatever valley people I have interacted with, thousands of people for over the years, they also aspire for progress, but they want trust. They want that their Kashmiriyat should be respected, and we respect that. And therefore, I have full confidence that we will overcome this initial inertia which we have this time done.
Very interesting what you're saying. Very interesting, Javadekar Sahab. You're saying it was a semi-final. It was creating a base for a longer fight. I want to ask you, will you tie up with Mufti Muhammad Saeed despite ideological differences? The national conference here and even others like Sushil Pandit suggesting that the PDP and the BJP have already been informally in touch. Are you willing to create a common ideological ground and tie up with the PDP to be part of the next government? Because that's what the numbers are pointing to.
This is a political call which requires to be taken by the top leadership, which is meeting tomorrow in the parliamentary board meeting, and they will take a call. But let me tell you that it's a very peculiar situation in Kashmir where no party gets majority, and already Congress and PDP had alliance earlier. Congress and NC had already an alliance there. NC was part of the NDA during Atal Bihari Vajpayee's time. So there are mixed currents all over. So let us see the final results. Let us analyze them. Give 24 hours.
But sir, will you be willing to put Article 370 on the back burner if that's what it takes to tie up with the PDP?
I think the way Modi ji presented the 370, he just appealed to the state subjects that please discuss whether this has benefited you or not, whether your aspirations have been fulfilled or they have been able to only 3 families are benefited, or some families are benefited and not the population in general, because there is no reservation for OBCs, there is no reservation and many other progressive laws which are in the country which are not applicable there. So he just asked them to discuss by themselves. We have not said anything. And our stand, our ideological position has always been the same. We don't change colors by the day.
Okay, so I wonder what that does to alliances. I want Rajiv Shukla to respond to what you said. Rajiv Shukla, Prakash Javadekar said our Mission 44 was for one state. For the Congress, Mission 44 is the whole country. Please respond to that.
In that case, if we go by that yardstick, number of times in Lok Sabha, BJP got only 2 seats. So that was their mission, 2 seats also. So I don't think it should be compared with Lok Sabha results. As far as Jammu, Kashmir and Jharkhand are concerned, BJP was expecting around 60 seats in Jharkhand and they were expecting to get 44 seats in Jammu, Kashmir. Now this election has proved that Modi effect has gone down. Now there is no longer Modi wave in the country. And people are disappointed because the kind of promises he had done before the parliamentary elections, nothing have been fulfilled. That because of that, people are disappointed.
Now you've set the cat among the pigeons.
It's dwindling. Barkha is dwindling. Modi effect is dwindling. It's declining. And I think in coming elections, it will further go down.
Okay, okay, Javadekar sir, please respond to that.
If they want to take satisfaction in this, they should take satisfaction for whole of next 5 years, because I can promise him that by 2019 election, BJP will be ruling in more than 20 states in the country.
Okay, Shekhar has a question.
Anybody is free to.
Shekhar has a question.
I have a simple question to
dreams.
Prakash.
Shekhar.
Prakash, you said that your ideology doesn't change. But should ideology remain cast in stone? Particularly when you're dealing with a situation like Kashmir, where your ideology deals with a constitutional reality. You today have grown in Kashmir. You've gone generally to the halfway mark of what is needed, but you've grown in Kashmir. Don't you think it is necessary for BJP also to learn political and ideological flexibility?
Absolutely, I am with you that every political party has to be a thinking party, and that is what we are. And that's why we articulate our stand as per the need of the hour, by keeping the basic integrity of the country, basic progress of the country, and basic features of the country's secularism intact. We build and articulate differently as the time grows.
So Prakash, I can suggest the need of the next 24 hours.
Yeah.
Since you said need of the hour.
I want to add to that.
We always
I want
do
to
that.
add to that, Javadekar
We
sir.
always do that.
But Mr. Javadekar,
Yeah.
Narendra Modi did not mention Article 370 in his state campaign at all. You've
Yeah.
already shown that flexibility. So why deny it today?
So nobody is
Where
denying.
was 370 in this campaign? It was not
Nobody
even
is
in your vision
denying.
document.
And that is what I am actually telling you, that we are a thinking party. We articulate our stand basic on the basic principles of unity, integrity, prosperity and security of the country, as well as our secular ethos.
Well,
Okay,
Article 370 in any case is an issue on a very distant back burner. And Prakash, like all his cabinet colleagues, have taken their oath of office on a constitution that includes Article 370. Having said that, since Prakash, you talked about responding to the need of the hour, I could only suggest very humbly that the need of the next 24 hours is for, if you could reach out to PDP and really soften your ideological agenda and give Mr. Vajpayee the best possible gift he can have on his birthday, the day after, and that in fact could reposition the BJP. I don't know, I know that this word is a bit irritating. This could reposition the BJP towards a secular center of Indian politics.
See, there are various suggestions.
Please respond to that and have to take a break.
Yeah, but I will just say that this is just the beginning of the final countdown and results. Let us analyze the results. We are not asking 24 days, but just 24 hours to take a call. And I think we should not appropriate on TV screen the right of the top leadership, which is already in consultation with our stakeholders, means our state leaders, our people in Valley, Jammu and Ladakh, and how people think that how things will progress. And there is always a communication. In India, this is good that all parties have also communication with each other. And let us see how things evolve and pan out in next 24 hours.